What's up, my friends? Tane Nix here, back again. In this video series, I'm talking about how you get your funnel flywheel spinning. The flywheel in your business, this is a mechanical metaphor referring to the way that you can really spin up and scale and expand your business very, very quickly if you get the right pieces in the right place. Here I'm talking about the front end and the back end, the way your front end gets people in the door, and then how your front end sets people up for your back end offer, which presumably, and we recommend, right, that you're charging a good deal more for. If they like your front end, if they come in and they trust you and they dig what they're seeing, obviously it's very easy to sell a back end, but it's not just that you want to offer them something on the back end. This thing can also be really well positioned, and you can use the front end to actually make them want what you have on the back end, and they'll be very happy to pay you roughly 4 to 20 times what you charge them on the front end for your back end solution to even more of their problems and pain. And once you get this flywheel spinning where you have lots of money coming in on the back end, boy, you can really grow a business quickly. I've done this for myself. I've helped other clients do it. And I also worked at a big online financial research newsletter publisher, the Agora, famous in certain circles, and had quite a successful stint there from 2018 to 2021. And so I've seen it done at a very, very high level. And so what I'm sharing with you, this is what the big boys do. And this is how they think about these kinds of issues. How are you gonna, I think the best year we did something like $400 million in revenue, right? From sending emails. That's an enormous, enormous amount of money for just writing words and sending emails. But it's because the psychology of the front end, the way we get you in the front door, the way we're going to sell you on the back end, then the other thing that comes after the first back end, then the other offer, the next, like constant series of next things that people are very, very happy to pay for. And so it was a tremendous education. I've taken that, and now I help other clients do that in my copywriting and marketing business. If you're interested, you can reach me at the contact information below this video. What I want to talk to you about in this session is how do you create your rabbit hole? From the moment people become aware of you, you obviously we want something compelling enough that they actually notice you and pay attention to you, whether that's a Google search or whether that's, again, just an organic search, or whether they have a specific problem that you're coming up, or however you're getting on their radar through all the various traffic platforms that you could use, from Instagram to Facebook to Twitter to Google Ads, right, et cetera, et cetera. Once they are aware of you, how well have you designed? Because what you want right away is that there's a rabbit hole for them to go down. Now, for this to happen, you need obviously a very compelling kind of hook to what it is that you're offering. So is your hook actually compelling, or is it plain vanilla? Hey, I'm a financial consultant. I help people with personal finance. Okay, well, so what, right? Like there's thousands of you out there. But if you have something really compelling, like, hey, working in a Wall Street bank during the 2008 crisis, I realized how the sausage was made in the financial system, and I was appalled. And so I got out of that, and now I help people beat the system, right? Where you have something that you can say to people that sets you apart and makes you different. And then in other videos, I already talked about this, the concept of creating first of all, your story. Do you have a compelling story? This really helps with your rabbit hole that you're building. Because if I can tell you a compelling story about why I got into the line of work I did, why I created the product or solution or offer or information that I'm offering to you, if I have a compelling story about why that came about, well, now people are going to listen a little longer. Now they're a little deeper down the rabbit hole, right? And then if you have also a proprietary name for what you're doing, right? I gave you the example in another video. I was in medicine for a number of years, and my specialty became digestive illness. But part of the reason I became a specialist at digestive illness was because I got very sick in the tropics. And man alive, like you can get so sick with digestive illness in the tropics. I wasn't even sure I was gonna survive, let alone recover. And so I have a very compelling story about that. If you have a compelling story about it, can you name your solution that you're offering to people in a proprietary way? Not a plain vanilla way, like in the other video, I gave the example of, my digestive healing solution or whatever. It's like, okay, well, that's all right. But what if you had something that was more intriguing? And so I shared that in another video. I help clients come up with really compelling proprietary names that sounds like Like if somebody searched for pivot protocol, they would only see me. There's nobody else that's selling the pivot protocol. It's not even obvious what it is, except if you have a digestive illness and that's why you found me. Now you have an idea of like, wait a second, this sounds like it's something different. It's something new. That's a big element. Novelty is a massive, massive plus for your rabbit hole. You want people thinking from the very beginning, the moment they read anything about you or see anything, see a video, like hear you speak, you want them thinking, oh, this is just what I've been looking for, or both, right? And or I've never seen this before. That's so interesting. Wow, this is kind of, wait a second, like what's this all about? This is kind of compelling that I need to find out more. That's the rabbit hole. That's how you get people down the rabbit hole. It's what they, hey, this is for you. This is exactly what you've been looking for, and you've never seen anything like this. If you combine those things, if you combine those elements in the right way, you can get people so interested in what you have to offer that now you got them. You got them long enough to start changing their beliefs from conventional thinking and all the solutions that they've already tried, because chances are by the time they find you, whether it's, life coaching, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's finance, whether it's relationships, whatever you're offering to the marketplace, you're probably not the first solution that they've looked for. For most prospects looking to solve a problem or a pain point, they've already tried multiple different things and come up short. So if you're able to hold on to them and hold on to their attention long enough, they saw it, they read part of the page, they watched your video, now they received your email, the next day they received your next email, and little by little, you're talking through their existing beliefs and why that's incorrect, why that's not true, why that's the wrong way to think about their problem. And your solution is the right way to think about it, the right way to solve it, the right way to get out of the pain that they're in. Now you've created a compelling kind of rabbit hole for people to go down. This is very simple. On the one hand, I mean, it is simple. There's I don't want to say it's templated, because for everybody, the complicating factors here are your story, your reason for coming up with it, right? Your product, your proprietary mechanism, your proprietary name for what you're doing. All of that has to be thought through, but it's not like there's an infinite number of things to do or an infinite number of possibilities. And so if you want to create a compelling rabbit hole for people to go down, these are the pieces that you have to start to string together. And if you want my help doing this, I'm more than happy to share my expertise. I do free consults for business owners, partly because I get a lot out of talking to people creating business and product funnels and selling things online. I always learn when I do this. So you get free 15 minutes of my undivided attention to really look at what's going on with your situation and to see if there's places, even if you're up and running and successful, if you're watching this video and you want to get some fresh eyes on what's happening. A lot of times this is the thing that will jog you out of your normal way of just sort of like having blinders on your business to see something new where you could go in a different direction and add a revenue stream or tweak your front end or add something on the back end. If you get the rabbit hole right, then you'll have their attention. You'll have your prospects' attention long enough where you can actually sell them new things and come up with compelling new ways to generate revenue in your business. That's what I do for people. And if you would like my help, contact me below. That's enough out of me for this video. Thanks very much. And if you want to hear some other aspect of how to get the flywheel spinning in your own business, please contact or please put it in the comments below, or just send me an email at the email address and let's talk about it. Tell me what problems you're facing in your business, and I'm happy to speak to you about it and help you. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon.